Hey guys, if you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel. This is a what if series and I'll be doing more down the road. Plus Ultra.
Hey guys, and welcome to What If Naruto Was Like Itachi. So, I'm not going to do any recap or anything, just going to do something a little small thing. Where we left off was with, Lady Tsunade coming back to the Leaf Village, and Naruto basically convincing her, and the last part we left off with is Naruto sitting down with Sasuke and telling him the truth about Itachi. Since Naruto doesn't feel like he needs to hide anything from Sasuke, because Sasuke is a dear friend to him, and he's been a friend to Naruto since they were kids. Even though Naruto was training so vigorously, so hard, so much, to the point that Naruto basically wasn't around Sasuke as much as the canon counterpart was, but they still had this connection, this bond between each other, something that made them brothers. So as Naruto's sitting down telling Sasuke about Itachi, telling him about his past, telling Itachi what all he went through, just everything, even forming his Mangekyo Sharingan and giving Sasuke a visual, similar to how Itachi did with his Sharingan, but giving Sasuke a look into Itachi's past. Sorry about that. Basically, giving him a glimpse of what Itachi had to do growing up. So Sasuke's seen everything. He's seen everything. And Naruto's talking as he's going through all these memories, all these visuals, everything. Naruto starts to talk. He says, Sasuke, Itachi was more of a pacifist than you know. Some of the things that Itachi did, it was not on him. And sometimes it was a heavy burden, a huge burden on his shoulders. He didn't want to kill you. He didn't want to kill anyone. He tried his best to stop a war from happening. He tried to solve it with words, with peace, but it was little to no avail. He couldn't stop a coup d'etat from happening. So Naruto was basically just telling Sasuke all this, and Sasuke said, but why? Why does it have to be like this? I don't know. I don't know why it has to be like this, Sasuke. I mean, from my understanding is that this thing called hatred seems to have a plague upon the way the world lives, the way the world sees their views, the way the world justifies people's actions. Sometimes, in my eyes, I think it's either killed or be killed, attack or be attacked. This world is full of hatred, and this village has a lot of enemies in the past and now in the present. So as everything is going normal with that, Naruto shows Sasuke about each and every one of the Hokages, because Naruto did a lot of studying. He did a lot of digging. He did a lot of intellectual work to study his brain, to gain how the world is, even how the past Hokage learned their jutsus, how they protected the village, how they went about problems in the village, and how it's just everything that Naruto studied and looked over in his childhood. Sasuke was seeing this in a visualization through his Sharingan. Now, as they continue talking, these two have been talking for about 5 to 6 hours of pure talking about the Leaf Village history and Itachi's childhood and past. Everything. Sasuke now knows the truth. And Sasuke sheds tears about this. Sasuke cries really, really hard, because out of all that, his brother chose to spare his life. But the way the world is, Sasuke stands up and says, I won't destroy what Itachi protected. He protected this village from a war. Even if it means he had to slaughter his entire clan. He had to slaughter mom and dad. He understood. And I believe Shisui understood too. Even back then, when Fugaku told me about my parents, is something I never mentioned before. But it was an Uchiha that attacked with the Nine Tails. Have you ever noticed that I was treated badly when I was a little kid? Sasuke says, what do you mean? Well, before I started getting as good as I did and making a name for myself when I was little, people often used to call me names. Call me bad names, saying I was a demon fox, all this negative energy that was coming from them. Blaming me for the problems that happened years ago when I was a baby. Blaming me for something that was way out of my control. See, that's the way the world is. They put the blame on a target that doesn't have anything to do with the problem of so many years ago. See, they blame what they don't understand. And it's a lot of misunderstanding. That's why it's just frustrating. I want peace. I want to resolve all the negative energy that's in this world. Get a better understanding of each village and what happened to basically get us at odds. I want each village to be in harmony with each other. To be able to go to a village and exact peace. Peace is the strongest word that I want to obtain. I want to make that a reality. I honestly do. So, there will be, as they continue on and everything, Sasuke has already made up his mind way earlier than before to protect the Leaf Village. To basically go all out for the Leaf Village. To do exactly what his brother did. Because he believes in his brother. He believes that his brother made the right choice. But at still some point, he wants to ask his brother, was it hard? Was it hard to kill mom and dad? Like, what were their words? What were their last words to you? Did they say something to hate you or spite you? What did they say to you? He wants to know that. He at least wants to know that much. And the Sound 4, well, Sound 3, you can still call him the Sound 4 Kimimaru, but this is a Sound 4, well, 3 now. They're not coming to get Sasuke. They're not coming to get Sasuke. I mean, at this point, Sasuke is too strong for them to handle since his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And Naruto at that point, yeah, they're too scared to come there because if they come there, Naruto is going to basically put their ass down. Put it like that. I'm just going to say it very bluntly. He's not going to hold no candle or hold back against them. I mean, he already told them twice to stay out of this village. Well, once to stay out of this village. Anyway. So as we continue on, there's no going to retrieve Sasuke or nothing like that. So we now do a time skip to when the 3-year time skip is about to happen. So Kakashi Jiraiya is Kakashi's coming with Sasuke since he knows about the Sharingan and can help evolve the Sharingan. And can give Naruto a few tips about that. But since Naruto's Sharingan is already mastered and all that, and his Mangekyo is mastered, I'm pretty sure there's no tips that Naruto, Kakashi could give him, but it would be unique to have him there so he can pick up a few techniques. Now, with the other thing with Jiraiya being there, Jiraiya's going to do some training with Naruto and Sasuke to help them out. So all 4 of them are going to go on a 3-year time skip. And that's where I'm going to say that they had a bit of a fun experience while they were out, and it possibly even took longer, way longer. So possibly 3 years and 2 months. Those 2 months that they were not training, Naruto and Sasuke had ventured out. And they had found Itachi. And Sasuke had sat down and talked with Itachi. And Naruto just sat back. And this is where Itachi said, Naruto, I had to, Itachi. I had to tell Sasuke the truth. I will not let him live in hatred. And I will not see another Uchiha die for some misunderstanding. For the sake of the truth. You yourself know this is just as well as I do. Why does the past try to recreate itself in the future? In the present? That's something I never understood. It's like everything that was happening in the past is still continuing in the present. This hatred, this war, this pain, arguing, fighting, bloodshed, everything. It's time to end it right here, Itachi. To end all this pain and hatred. So, talk to Sasuke. And both of the brothers would talk to each other, and this is where Itachi would just bawl out his eyes and start crying because the boy was in pain. Okay, he was going through a lot. As being a spy, protecting the village, killing everyone in the Uchiha village, he never had enough time to grieve. So he did. He grieved extremely hard, and Naruto and Sasuke felt this. They felt the sadness from them and couldn't help themselves but shed a tear. Naruto especially because he feels the sadness even more from Itachi because he knows what he's went through. He basically went through the same damn thing himself. You might as well even say like this is like in a replica, but just nah. Anyway, so as everything is continuing on, Sasuke and Itachi stand back up, and those innocent people, they didn't do anything wrong. I can't blame you, but I can blame the Akatsuki's goal. Is they're trying to tamper with something that just needs to sleep. I don't know what it is, and I hope I'd never find out. So as they all journey back to the village, Itachi is with them, and Itachi goes to tell Lady Tsunade everything. I mean, he's basically monitored and guarded, and people put him and stuff, but he wasn't in his old Akatsuki robe, everything, but he goes to tell everyone, well, the main officials of the village, Lady Tsunade, he goes to tell them everything. But with Danzo there, you see Danzo angry at this. 3 Uchiha boys. And he doesn't even like this. He wants to take their eyes. Basically do some experimenting and use their eyes for his own personal use. And this is where Naruto says, Danzo, please be quiet and let Itachi talk. If you interrupt one more time, I will silence you in the matter of seconds. I promise you that. So sit back down. Naruto had his Sharingan flaring at Danzo. Keep in mind, I still hate you for what you did to Shisui. And Itachi didn't even know Naruto knew that. That's a lot of things. You know what happened? It's a lot of things I know, Itachi. A lot of hurtful things that I try to forget. So as Itachi is telling Lady Tsunade about everything that happened, everything that went down. This is, well, they're in the office and everything. Lady Tsunade basically puts Itachi in some, like, a monitor cell until they find out everything, like, true with everything. Keep in mind that he wasn't in the cell for long because right now he had the backup from Naruto and Sasuke, and pretty much Naruto basically showed, like, Lady Tsunade what Itachi went through, what he did for the village, and so he was reinstated. I mean, pretty much gave her a glimpse at Itachi's past, him growing up, and what all he had to go through while Hiruzen was the 3rd Hokage. So with everything going out per normal, we now start the first arc of Shippuden, the Kaze rescue mission, which will go very, very relatively, like, very easily. Like, when Naruto tells Sasuke to grab a hold of him, and the both of them would teleport to the Sand Village with Kakashi and Sakura, Sasuke would take care of Sasori very easily, like he did in Vegeta What If. I like that. He would take care of Sasori very easily, but this Sasuke would, like, brutalize Sasori Very bad. He wouldn't even give him enough time to transform. Not even enough time to transform. He would kill him dead on the spot using one of his new jutsus that he's mastered, called Shindori Spear, and pierced right through the shell and Sasori's core, heart, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so it went by real fast. Naruto with Deidara, yeah, that battle didn't even go as fast, well, as far as you think it did. Naruto basically dismantled Deidara very effectively, cutting off both of his hands, and so he can't use his clay, he can't do anything, and stabbed Deidara dead through the heart. Now, Deidara would be backed into a corner, and the mouth that was on his chest would force itself open. Now, Deidara would force the mouth to eat a bunch of clay that he had in his pouch, or just throw the whole, just like get the pouch off and put it in his like chest. And this is where Deidara would be backed into a corner and say that his art is an explosion. Now, Naruto would do a jutsu by reversing his hands, and his Mangekyo Sharingan would flare. Now, this is where Naruto would create a huge, and I mean like this Susanoo would be standing up, similar to how Madara created a perfect Susanoo. Naruto basically did the same thing, and this is where Naruto would kneel down, put his wing over the blast, and take the huge blast head on, like not head on, but basically tanking the blast in his Susanoo armor. Now, most of the armor of this Susanoo would be destroyed, and Naruto would just basically power down. He knew what Deidara was finna do. Well, he knew what Deidara had achieved and was about to do, so he stopped it so dozens wouldn't get killed in the process. Now, Naruto would basically look at the guy like, stand up and basically reverse back. Well, you know what I mean. He would deactivate his Susanoo and land back on the ground. And he would look at Gaara and say, "You're safe." And something I really had to retcon, they only got the 2 through 7 tails. They haven't got Gaara. So they don't got Gaara, Naruto, or Killer Bee. So they don't have them. I had to retcon that. I know I said that earlier. I'm retconning it now. Later on in the video, I'm retconning it now. So they don't have Gaara yet, because we didn't even start the first mission for them to capture Gaara or anything like that. And the reason why I'm saying they got the 2 through 7, I mean, I'm going to basically cover some of that, but I'm not going to basically go into the Jinchuriki's past. I mean, I don't know why I said that so early. Because I can give Naruto a chance. I'm on leading off script. Because I basically that's what I do. I go off script. So, basically retconning most of that. Because the thing I'm gonna have is Naruto track down all of the Jinchurikis so that they won't be captured and they won't be killed. Naruto still has a chance to capture some of them. Remind me in the comments which ones were dead and which ones were still alive, because I believe like every last one of them were still alive until the Akatsuki had something to do with that. Anyway, so as the Kazekaze mission went a success with Naruto saving Gaara from the Akatsuki and Sasuke dismantling Sasori and Sakura healing Kankuro. Everything went normal with that, and Gaara was really happy with how Naruto came to help him out, and really happy to see Sasuke too. Now, that's where I'm going to end this part at for you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Let me know how you want part 5 to go and what direction I should take. Do you think I should have Naruto save all the Jinchuriki, or do you think I should play it out a different way? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the part. Let me know in the comment sections how you liked it. Give it a rating between 5 and 1. 5 being trash and 1 being the best. Anyway, you guys have a good day, a good night, and plus